guys, welcome back. Today we're going on a little winter adventure. It's a little bit of a slow start today. The snow is very slick on the roads, and these tires I have in the Vanagon are not built for snow. We're kind of slipping and sliding around, but we're making our way. We're just gonna go drive somewhere into the woods and hang out for a little bit. One of the reasons why I wanted to go out today was to show you guys my diesel heater. I installed it in a little bit different way than most people do. Most people just install the entire diesel heater inside the van, but I didn't want that. One, for noise, and two, for space. The way that I have it installed now kind of optimizes both. There's still a little bit of space lost in the van, but it's not really usable space in my opinion. We'll start in here and then we'll go outside and show you how the rest of it's plumbed. So in the van, I have my bench seat and I have my jump seat. The jump seat is where the hot air return is. It's coming through this little vent. To make that work, I had to drill a 3-inch hole and run this ducting out through the bottom of the van and into the diesel heater. The nice part about this is that I can swivel this head and really push heat towards the front while I'm driving or the rear when I'm parked. The cold air return is underneath the bench seat. It's a 3-inch pipe, just like the hot air return. It just goes straight down on the right side of the frame rail into the diesel heater. I found separating the hot and cold side of the diesel heater flow really helped circulate the heat throughout the van. It's about 63 degrees in the van, which I am super happy with. It's very comfortable in like a light sweatshirt, especially when it's only 20 degrees outside. That 63 degrees might not sound like a lot, but when it's wet, cold, and snowing outside, it feels great. So it's not as cold as it was for the last few days, but the van is staying very comfortable. The diesel heater I have isn't an expensive one. It was about $105. It's one of the HCallory Diesel heaters. I think it's the 8,000 BTU, I want to say. And I think that's a pretty good size for the vans. I have the van very well insulated, but the windows suck out so much heat. So I think if I plan any winter trips, I'm going to upgrade and get some window insulation inserts. They just kind of sit against the glass and keep the glass from absorbing all that heat and letting it out. That's it for in here. So now I'm gonna put my jacket on and we can go outside and check out how it's plumbed outside. All right, so out here I have it mounted on the driver's side with the exhaust coming out right by the jack. Starting off with my exhaust, I had to cut the exhaust pipe in half so I can splice that muffler right in the middle. I feel like this made it work a lot better for my setup. I also had to wrap the exhaust in this titanium header wrap. I was having a little bit of trouble with radiant heat, so one of those things that was getting hot was the fuel line. It was melting pretty often, so I went back in and put a spark plug heat barrier on it. So to the right is the cold air return from the van. I haven't insulated this yet, but it's definitely on my to-do list. And to the front side is my hot air return. To insulate it, I went over it with a 2-inch foam pipe tape. After that, I went back over it with a little aluminum tape just to make it a little bit more durable. So far, I've had no problems with that, and it seems to be pretty well insulated. The fuel system has a little fuel filter, the fuel pump, and then fuel line going to my tank. I had to insulate the fuel line going over the hot air return because it was melting there too. My fuel line is plumbed directly into my tank right after my fuel filter, so theoretically I could run this heater for about 15 days straight with a full tank of fuel. Well, I think that's it for right now. We are gonna pack up the van and head home. See how the van does on the way here. The van did not do great on the way here, so I'm kind of hoping we don't get stuck on the way back. If you're planning to put a diesel heater into your Vanagon, or if you're just thinking about it, let me know in the comments, ask me any questions you can think of, and I will help you out. It's probably one of my favorite things I've done to the van for winter camping. It just makes it possible to be comfortable when it's very cold out. So, highly recommend getting a diesel heater for your Vanagon. All right, hope you guys are enjoying the winter. Catch you on the next episode.